before you're walking in holding this wound, and reality is arranging itself to compensate for your wound. But then as you pull this part of you and the wound fills, you're sending out a new signal. You're sending out a new way for the world to interact with you.
We've all come here with a divine purpose, traveling on a stream of cosmic dust from the stars into our mother's wombs, born into this precious life. It is no accident that you are here, my love, on earth, in this moment, in this body. You are here longing to find your place, to align with your purpose, to embody your passions and to live into the dreams of your heart. Yet so often we get caught, suspended in the tangle of life, not able to move forward, not able to find solace and comfort in a world that has forgotten the truth of our existence. As we begin to remember, as we peel back the layers, as we come together to uncover our unique gifts and reconnect with our authentic selves, we are able to see another way of being, a new possibility, a different life waiting to be lived. I have experienced on this complicated and wild journey of life that when we connect with the story of our soul, it will show us the magic of this life that we have been missing. It will open a window into the very heart of who we truly are, of who we came here to be, and gives us answers to our ever-asking why.
Hello, my loves. So good to be here with you today. Our guest today, Candice, is here because she is launching her energy healing business, and she's really been bumping up against some resistance, some programming, and she's very aware. She's done a lot of work. You can tell it's really obvious. And yet she's really not understanding what is the conditioning, what is the story that she is inside of that is stopping her from reaching out and doing what she knows that she's here to do. And I bet there's a lot of you that can relate to that, right? That place inside us that we feel that resistance. We are so aware that we know we can connect in with it, yet we just don't quite know what it is. And so as we dive in, it comes through really clearly the event that happened that created this belief in Candice that she couldn't follow her dreams, that she had to be responsible, and that it wasn't even worth trying because you couldn't have what you wanted. And so it was really beautiful to witness her process of connecting in with this memory, this place when this happened, and how it had embedded itself in her and then was stopping her. It was preventing her from moving forward, and just really being with her and experiencing the healing that happened in that moment. And then the shift in her being and how she became excited and already had a plan of what she was going to do. And just seeing, right, this is what is possible in transformation. And it can happen quickly. I mean, this call is a short and sweet call today. And that transformation happened so quickly because Candice was so willing to be with herself, right? She didn't tell herself she needed to be ready. She didn't set up a whole scenario of how it had to be or this or that. She was just willing to show up for the moment, and then the moment changed her. And this is how transformation can be, right? Especially when we're on the transformation journey, because I think the transformation journey in itself, right? We have to spend time in the goo. We have to be willing to be uncomfortable. And when we do that, then we can move through. And some situations are bigger than others. And yet when we're inside of the process, there can be these real big shifts in a really short amount of time when we are willing to be with ourselves. So as you are listening and experiencing this call, really think about where in you are you resisting? Where are you stuck? What is the thing that you are pushing up against? And how can you be with that differently? How can you uncover the nugget that is underneath there so that you can have this process of transformation change you, right? And move you into a different energy. And before we dive in, would love, love, love to see you over in our Substack membership for exclusive content and all kinds of things to support you on your journey. Just hit the link in the show notes and subscribe over there. We are loving all just the movement, right? The content, the teaching, everything that is coming through me for you to be a part of, to support you, to enhance this journey and make it, do I say easier? I don't always know. Easeful. That's the word, right? There's even a teaching inside of Substack that's easy versus easeful, and the difference between those things and how we can really show up for the moment in order to create something new. So hop on over there. Also, for those of you that want an even deeper dive, the journey is full of so much goodness, richness, teaching, support, ceremony, ritual, coaching, intuiting. It's got it all. Come join us in the journey so that we may enhance your journey.
And one last juicy bit of information before we dive in is our name change. Soul Coaching is the new name of the podcast. And I really do love how it feels. I love the new cover image, how it really holds the energy of what we are doing here, right? We're moving through our lives with support, with awareness, with information. And my hope has always been that these episodes, whether I'm coaching a guest or whether I'm teaching a topic and sharing information with you and tips and tools, that all of it is here to enhance your life and to really remind you of how powerful you are, how amazing you are, how incredible you are, and that you're a soul on a journey, and that all of us deserve love, support, care, commitment, devotion. So enjoy. Same podcast, new name. Thanks for being here. I love you. Hi, Candice. Welcome to the podcast. How can I help you today?
Hi, Sarah. I am really looking for some insight into what's keeping me stuck. I've attempted to launch my energy healing business twice now. I'm a Reiki master and I have some other coaching skills and abilities. And it's almost like there's a subconscious pattern that needs to be reframed. I'm going to say that I'm allowing to keep me seemingly stuck because I know that I have the power to overcome it. So I'm just trying to get some insight into what that block could be tied to.
Thank you. So when you're talking, I have a pain in my heart, like the pain from a heartache, from a wound, from something that really like hit you deep. I see you as a teenager, and it was like you wanted to do something. You had this dream, this inspiration, and it was like you got cut down. It possibly revolves around sports, like I see running, but it could just be a metaphor.
I wanted to run track. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry.
Yeah. What happened?
So, okay, growing up, I had a lot of responsibility. So I didn't really have time to do after school activities. So one day I was coming down the hallway and the track coach approached me and he made me an offer to join the track team. He was just saying that he could really get me trained up. I'm very tall. And it was just so exciting because he came up to me, but silently, this is a dream that I had for a while, like years since middle school. But immediately I knew I had to say no, not because I didn't want to do it, but because I knew I had to be home with all my responsibility and all my siblings. A part of me still wanted to do it really bad. So I went home and told my mom about it. And it just came down to me not being able to do it. And I guess I never realized I still held on to that.
Yeah. What do you think you made that mean about the world and how it works?
It's a good question. Maybe that if I really wanted to do something, I just wouldn't be able to. My dreams weren't that important. My desires weren't that important. the needs of others were more important than mine, my desires.
Mhm. It's such an important and impressionable time of our lives, too, right? Like that teenage years, and you're discovering who you are. You've moved into like knowing what you love, not just kind of experimenting, but you get these real, at that age, we're like, we know what we like.
True.
hmm And then the world sort of gives you this message that that's not important enough, or maybe it doesn't matter more than responsibility.
Yes, that resonates.
So, with finding this part of you and these beliefs that you formed at that, impressionable age, what do you see differently now about launching your business?
Well, now, honestly, in this moment, I feel like it is up to me. If this is something I want to do, I should just go do it. I should jump off the deep end and just do it.
I'm laughing because I just love like the sound of your voice saying that. Like it just feels so true and like luxurious.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you've connected with a part of your heart, right? Like, you know how it started with the pain. I can feel this like flow of energy just like filling the wound. Like it feels like honey and it's just coating the wound. It's like, oh, there it is. You witnessed me. And now we can do something different.
Yes. And I feel a literal surge of energy moving through my body.
Yeah. So it's something you want to do with that energy.
I would love to get really clear on what I do and who I serve and post up an offering, something simple, something easy on my Instagram, and just jump out there.
hmm Yeah. There's a lot of power in that. So the question coming in, right, is about like, yes, we've witnessed this young part of you and you've experienced like a breakthrough there. However, because these parts can get lodged, it can be really potent to know what you're going to do when she starts to doubt you again.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So when the doubt creeps in, sometimes I like to look in the mirror, or I can just sit and close my eyes if there is no mirror, and I can speak to her, the wounded teenager, and just reassure her that it's okay, all is well, and we can do this.
Yeah. Can you see her right now as you're saying that?
I can see her, and especially since I'm aware of that part now, it's easier to speak to.
Yeah. How's she responding to you?
Excited.
Yeah.
I feel this air of let's do this, like high five.
Yeah, like when you get those parts of you on board, right? It's like, okay, so when we get those parts on board, right? It's like for a long time, she's moving in the opposite direction to you, right? Because in her world, like the truth for her was that things weren't possible. And that in order to protect you from more hurt, that it's just better to believe that you can't do what you want to do because then you don't even have to, like, you don't have to go through the pain. So all along, she's really been an ally, right? She's been helping you. She just was misguided. And now you have helped her see something different. And what is so powerful is when you harvest like her superpower, the amount of devotion that she gave to you in a misguided way. You don't want to just miss out on all of that now. She's an incredible ally. So, what do you see? Like, what is the superpower? What is the potent medicine that she holds that is now available to you differently?
I would say the medicine is the bravery. Like there's no longer that fear of taking that leap.
Mhm. Anything else?
Mm, I'm just getting the strength that comes with her.
Yeah, strength and bravery.
Yes.
Yeah, those are incredible incredible qualities that you can harvest and use as you step out into the world and into the light and into your purpose.
Yes, I can wear it like a cape.
So I'm just going to feel into you from this place, right? This place where we've uncovered something. So there's a spreading out of energy like you from your heart, right? That now that this place inside you has filled, there's like this ability for your heart to pulse in a new way. Like I see it as sending out a signal and sending out energy to, it's really cool. It's like going out, and what it's doing is it's shifting the reality, right? Because so before you're walking in holding this wound, and reality is arranging itself to compensate for your wound. But then as you pull this part of you and the wound fills, you're sending out a new signal. You're sending out a new way for the world to interact with you.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So, one of the things, right? Like we have these big dreams, we have these big purposes, and we have divine inspiration, especially those of us that are in the energetic and spiritual realms for our work. We use a lot of higher self and divine energy, and we run, especially when you're doing Reiki, right? You're bringing down from above. It needs to also be a priority of how are you resourcing yourself for power? Because in order to run spiritual information, we need to have the earth to come up and help empower us to be able to run that energy effectively and safely in our bodies. And when I feel into you, you do a decent job of that. So, what's your relationship with your root chakra, with empowerment, with running the earth?
I really enjoy taking time, like on a daily basis, just to kind of sit and imagine. It's really funny. I imagine nostrils on my feet and I just pull that energy up through the earth, up through my body. And I really hold that space because, as you were mentioning, it's so important for me to stay grounded in the midst of all the work that I do. So I like to like lay out in the grass and I like to sometimes look out the window if it's a busy work day and like connect with the trees. Like I really rely on Mother Gaia heavily, actually, for stability to be held.
Yeah, continue that practice. I can feel in you where you have that connection, where you're purposeful about it. And so definitely continue, even deepen that practice if there's opportunity to at times, because it's such a vital part of the system that I just don't think there's enough conversation about it. Because we so often just want to go up and have the good feelings and the information coming in and to have the astral travel and all the different things. And yet it's half the equation.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So really nurture that, continue to nurture that in yourself the way that you do. How can I support you from here?
I would say that you have done a great job supporting me thus far and bringing up things that I didn't even really know were embedded in my heart. So I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for showing it to me. Hmm. Well, I'd love to hear what you're taking away from our call today.
Oh, absolutely. So, one thing I'm taking away is to really connect with my inner teenager from that period and just use the medicine, the strength, and the bravery. Now that I recognize what that hold was, that hold in my heart was related to. So, honing in on that, reassuring her that everything is fine and we got this. And then also to deepen my grounding practices and connecting to Mother Gaia even deeper instead of just going up and connecting to the cosmos with no grounding.
Yeah. Do you still run?
You know what? I have not, but I've been itching to like start training because I still to this day would like to.
Yeah, it feels like it could be really supportive of even more deeply integrating this part of you.
Okay.
Go for a run with her. Be like,
Okay.
hey, we didn't get to run back then the way that you wanted, but you know what? We can run now and let's run together. And then imagine her running out there in the wherever you run. I love to run in the woods, but wherever calls to your heart, take her there to the track, to whatever it is that she would love, and run with her.
I will do that. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence that you've been itching to run, and then you're on this call with me, and this is what comes up, right? Like the deep knowing in you is already there that it's connected to running and that you want to run. And so it just all needed to kind of, line up in the synchronistic way.
Yes, beautiful. I had no idea that was even in there.
Hmm. Does this feel like an okay place to land today?
It does. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.